1. What for NSG was formed? Why India isn't a member of NSG? Which factors gave a boost to India's chances to join NSG? Why an NSG membership is important to India? GS Paper 2, Global Groupings and Agreements Involving India and Affecting India's Interests. What for NSG was formed? Why India isn't a member of NSG? For years, India has been trying to gain entry into the Nuclear Suppliers Group, NSG, a 48-member grouping that was formed in the aftermath of India's 1974 nuclear test. It was formed aiming at ensuring non-proliferation of nuclear weapons and nuclear technology. But from India's points of view, it was formed to deny India an access to sophisticated technology. The 48 members of the NSG include the 5 nuclear weapons states, US, UK, France, China, and Russia. The other 43 are signatories to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT. India is not a signatory to the NPT, which it calls discriminatory. Which factors gave a boost to India's chances to join NSG? It was civil nuclear deal with US, concluded in 2008, that paved the way for India's application as a member of NSG. India's commitment to separate its civilian and military nuclear programs and its non-proliferation record, that is ensuring that its indigenously developed technology is not shared with other countries, is what works in its favor. Besides, India has also ratified an additional protocol with the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, which means that its civilian reactors are under IAEA safeguards and open for inspections. That ensures increased transparency. Why an NSG membership is important to India? Access to technology for a range of uses from medicine to building nuclear power plants for India from the NSG. India has its own indigenously developed technology, but for its effective utilization, it needs to be a part of NSG. With India committed to reducing dependence on fossil fuels and ensuring that 40% of its energy is sourced from renewable and clean sources, there is a pressing need to scale up nuclear power production. This can only happen if India gains access to the NSG. There are still many types of technologies India can be denied from global market as it is outside the NSG. With access to latest technology, India can commercialize the production of nuclear power equipment. This, in turn, will boost innovation and high-tech manufacturing in India and can be leveraged for economic and strategic benefits. Should India get access to advanced nuclear technologies, it can start building updated versions of its own fast breeder reactor and sell it to countries such as Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. Bangladesh is currently looking at buying Russian reactors for power generation. Having the ability to offer its own nuclear power plants to the world means spawning of an entire nuclear industry and related technology development. This could give the Make in India program a big boost. Should India get membership to the NSG, it can block Pakistan from its membership as entry into the grouping is by consensus only. This is one of the reasons why China is pushing to include Pakistan, as well as pointing out that India as a non-signatory to the NPT cannot be a member. Why can't India sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty or accede to the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty, CTBT, and get easy access to all these groups? India could sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and gain access to all, but that would mean giving up its entire nuclear arsenal. Given that it is situated in an unstable and unpredictable neighborhood, India is unlikely to sign the NPT or accede to the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty (CTBT) that puts curbs on any further nuclear tests. 2. Central team does a recce for Pampa conservation. GS Paper 3, Conservation. Why is it in news recently? A 4-member central team visited Pampa and Cheriyanavitam in the foothills of Sabarimala as part of the Union Water Resources Ministry's mission to conserve the Pampa River. A master plan would be prepared for conserving the Pampa, as directed by Union Minister for Water Resources. The mission is considered as the first step on the part of the Union government to declare Sabarimala a national pilgrim center. The state government too had been putting pressure on the centre to declare Sabarimala a national pilgrim center. Mitigation of Pampa River pollution. The water of the river Pampa is influenced by the wastewater from the pilgrim center Sabarimala in the upper reaches of the river. The wastewater is being discharged from municipalities in the middle and lower reaches of the Pampa. The river basins and their extensive sandy plains are prone to sand mining. About Pampa River. Pampa River is the third largest river in Kerala. It has a length of about 176 kilometers and a catchment area of about 2,235 square kilometers. The river originates from Pulachimala in the Western Ghats at an altitude of about 1,650 meters above MSL and flows through highly varied geologic and geomorphic provinces of the state. The river drains through Pathanamthitta, major portion, and Alappuzha, minor portion, district and debouches into the Vembanad Lake near Kanakare. The river displays dendritic to subdendritic drainage pattern,